Yo, back with another video. I want to talk about why Kanye West's Ye and Jesus is King are so underrated. First of all, both of them are quite short albums, about half an hour or less. But I think that does actually work to both of the album's advantages. I want to start with Ye, or his bipolar one. I think it's just such a complete album. Songs like All Mine is just a good song because, you know, I like your titties because I can concentrate on two things at once. Like, that's just all you need to know. That's just such a Kanye bar, bro. Wouldn't Leave with the Party Next Door's feature is great when he does, you know, that little chorus vocals bit. Fantastic. Ghost Town is my personal favorite track. Kid Cudi, he's decent, but there's just a note he can just not hit. There's like there's a note in that song he just cannot hit and it sounds trash. But the other person's vocals, when they're talking about putting their hand on a stove and shit, that shit is fire. Them beautiful vocals, fantastic. The actual Violent Crimes, you know, has a good message. Take your shit slowly. Respect people, respect women and stuff, respect your brothers. But you know, the second half, I want to talk about Jesus is King. It's a gospel album, very heavy theme, obviously. Obviously, it's a gospel album, so a very high, very big emphasis on God and Jesus and stuff. The intro song, I love the Every Hour, the choir vocals. I think they're great. I think it's a great intro. Really sets the tone for the album. Obviously, being a gospel album, I like this. I don't mind the song Saleh. Kanye's part, but when the choir starts coming in and saying hallelujah over and over again at the end of the song, that shit's fire. Follow God, that is my favorite song on either of the albums, both Ye and Jesus is King. Follow God has a great sample, pretty simple, you know, simple beat, simple drums and shit, good sample. Kanye, pretty simple bars and stuff. It's just Kanye rapping, you know, and I think it's a quite abstract album, but having that song is nice because it's just kind of old Kanye with a newer sound, you know, samples and just straight rapping, you know what I mean? Close on Sunday, that's just like an interlude. I don't mind it. I never really skip it because, like, I mean, it's pretty much just an interlude and Kanye just saying his mind, you know, about vipers and shit, you know. I like the music. I like the video for that song as well. Everything We Need, I like that song. I like the backing vocals, Ty Dolla $ign and whoever else is on that song. They have good vocals. That's probably my second favorite track on that album. I like that. That's a good song. Water is the next track. It's alright. It's kind of another interlude, to be honest, and it's kind of maybe the only track I don't really like. I'm not saying it's a bad track. Most of the time, personally, I kind of skip it. God Is, which is like track 8, I think. That has a great sample at the start, and then the vocals come in, and then Kanye's just kind of, you know, talking about Jesus, and he has a really good, Kanye has some good vocals on that shit. Yeah, Kanye sounds good on that shit. I like that song. Another song, it's just kind of iffy, it's called Hands On. I don't really mind it, it's just kind of boring. Nothing's really going on in the song. So if I ever skip any tracks on either of these albums, I never skip a single track on Ye, but on Jesus King, I'd normally skip Water and Hands On. Jesus as Lord, you know, that's just, you know, it's a closing little paragraph. Kanye just saying his love for the Lord, which, you know, is fair enough, bro. Says some good stuff. When he says the line is it's a hard road to heaven, I think that's a good bar. That's a good bar. But in overall, I think I prefer these two albums to albums like Graduation and College Dropout because it's a more matured and developed sound of Kanye. College Dropout and Graduation, they're bigger hits, you know, that I may bump more, that I listen to more, right? But I kind of enjoy the more subtle matured Kanye, you know what I mean? When he's really talking about something like Ye and Jesus is King. I just prefer the more matured sound to his earlier projects. I'm not hating on Graduation or College Dropout. Graduation is great. That shit, you know, is fantastic, alright? College Dropout is, you know, that's still a good album. Still love those albums, right? But I just prefer a more matured Kanye. And that's all I'm saying. And I think people hating him too much is because they just see everybody else gives him like a 4, 5 out of 10. And it's just, there's no point listening to him. Because why? First of all, why would I want to listen? Most people think, why would I want to listen to a gospel album? Even then, they write it off. That's what I mean. They see everybody else giving them bad reviews, so everybody else just writes it off and doesn't give it a chance, right? And I love these short albums by Ye. But there's only on both of these albums there's like 2 or 3 songs I would skip on the multiple times I listen to them. Sometimes I let them rouse, you know what I mean? I let them play out because they're not even that bad of songs. They just could be a bit boring, or some bits I don't like Kid Cudi's vocals and shit, but the rest of the song I will really like. But yeah, let me give these a rating. So Ye, honest review, if we're talking a 10 is like To Pimp a Butterfly, sensational, perfect, nothing about it, only good things. I'm giving Ye about like probably a 7.5. I'd give it like a 7. I think a 7 is comfortable for Ye. But for Jesus is King, I'm giving it like a 6.5. Which it's not a bad album. It's still got some good songs, but I just overall, I don't know. I think they're both quite even. I think I'll give them both 7.5. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll give them both that because I think they're just so complete and they flow so well together. And all the songs, they just match the theme of what Kanye's trying to do with that certain project. And they just all fit really well. You know, Kanye had a vision and he did it with both of these albums. So I'm gonna give them both 7.5 out of 10. Which I like Ye more than Jesus is King. It's just got more songs I like on Ye over Jesus is King. But overall, I just like this better sound. I think people shit on them too much, and I think people don't give them a chance because everybody else shits on them. So that's what I mean. You should give these lesser rated artists' albums a try. Maybe you might find some shit that you enjoy about them. That's about it. Peace.